There on the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. We are now less than 4 weeks away from kicking off this season inside of Neyland Stadium. It's a fun time of year. All the expectations, the predictions, the chatter, the talk. We got fall camp going on. We're right around the corner from the first scrimmage of fall camp. It's a good time to get together, talk Tennessee football. We do it all year long, but business is starting to pick up. An article recently came out. Athlon Sports always puts out quotes, anonymous quotes from SEC coaches where they get to talk about other teams. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, but the bottom line is it's anonymous. And what does that mean? It means there's no repercussion. There's no bulletin board material. And this coach had the gall to come out and say that this Tennessee offense is easy to break down. Now, is it easy to break down? Maybe. It could be. I don't know, but can you stop it? That's the question. Because when we talk about this Tennessee offense, we're talking about an offense that has finished outside of the top 100 in yards per game from 2017 until 2020. Enter Josh Heupel in 2021. This Tennessee football team finished 9th in the country at 474 yards per game. So is that easy to break down? If it's easy to break down, is it easy to stop? That's the question I would ask you, because this offense finished 7th in the country in scoring offense at 39 points per game, 9th in total offense, 12th in rushing offense, 39th in passing offense. Is that easy to break down? Maybe it's easy to break down, but maybe you just can't stop it, whoever this anonymous coach is. Actually, in fact, go ahead and jump into the comment section early on this one. Jump into the comment section. Let me know who you think made these comments about Tennessee football. But as always, we're going to get rolling here. Make sure you smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Let's jump into this article. This is over at 247sports.com. Again, anonymous coaches making comments about each SEC team. They take one for each team. So this is about the Tennessee Volunteers. You scroll down here, you see anonymous coach to Athlon Sports. They're pretty easy to break down because that offense is pretty easy to break down. Again, it may be. Maybe it is easy to break down, coach. But can you stop it? That is the question. It says you're a 6-win team if your quarterback is decent. Now, let's. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Thanks for letting us know that if you have a decent quarterback, you can win 6 games. Is that this offense, or is that all of college football? It's quarterback league. You got to have a quarterback. That's why the commitment of Nico Iamaleava was so huge. That's why the success of Hendon Hooker was so huge. That goes for every team and every offense in the country. The quote goes on to say you got a 2 or 3 game ceiling if he can make plays. Having Joe Milton as the backup is a big luxury. You don't want to be rotating them at all, but if you have an injury, you've got a guy with game reps in the system, which is rare in the portal era. Now, I do agree with that quote. Joe Milton, what a teammate, what a guy. And whether you like Joe Milton or not, the kid gets a lot of hate, which is absolutely ridiculous because he is the picture-perfect teammate. Him and Hendon Hooker, big-time buddies, on and off the field. They thrive on the competition, but yet they have each other's back. Joe Milton is happy for Hendon Hooker and his success, for him to stick around when he could have transferred out. Yeah, he would have had to transfer down, but he could have transferred out, gone somewhere else, probably had an opportunity to play. But he's going to stick it out. He's going to be a good teammate. And again, as it says here, in the portal era, that's very rare. So Joe Milton's going to stick around, and he's going to have an opportunity to compete for this starting job in 2023. As much as that pisses some people off, it's the truth. What does 247 Sports have to say about it? It says Hendon Hooker is the straw that stirs the drink for Heupel's offense in Knoxville. His production levels this season is paramount to Tennessee's offense, Tennessee's overall worth as a potential top-tier finisher in the SEC. Says that defense, despite losing veteran leadership in the secondary, could be a strength as well, given what is coming back with the front seven. Keep an eye on the VAWLS in early games against Pitt and Florida in September. And again, that's more on point for what we've been talking about over the last few weeks when it comes to this year two of the Josh Heupel era. We've been talking more about the defense, especially the last week or so, talking about linebacker play. Can Juwan Mitchell, now that he's healthy, Brian Jean-Marie just said recently that he is as healthy as he's been since he's been in Knoxville, and maybe that was part of the problem. If the rumors were true and Juwan Mitchell didn't buy in last year, maybe it's because he knew he was beat up, banged up, and he couldn't be 100%. They elected to go ahead and have the surgery. Now he's back. He's ready to go. He's in the best shape he's been since being in Knoxville. Can that guy be the Juwan Mitchell that led Texas in tackles? Can Juwan Mitchell and Jeremy Banks kind of step it up on the inside? What does the secondary look like? That's the kind of conversations we've been having over the last few weeks, not talking about Tennessee's offense. And is it a gimmick offense? That's what people want to call it, a gimmick offense, because they go up-tempo, which gives you an opportunity. Number one, it keeps the defense on their heels. It prevents them from being able to substitute. Makes it difficult for them to get their calls in, difficult to make checks at the line of scrimmage. It causes all kinds of alignment issues. Is that a gimmick? I don't think it's a gimmick. Does it give you an advantage? Maybe. Yes. What's the point of running the football to set up play action? What's the point of a fake punt? What's the point of randomly going for an onside kick? What's the point? What's the point of football? What's the point of practice? We're talking about practice. To give yourself an advantage. Is that a gimmick? I think the point is to try to give yourself an advantage. But this offense is more than just tempo. It's about formations. It's about route options. It's about wide splits. It's about creating space. Open up the run game. Again, an offense that a lot of people think all they do is go out and sling the rock around. But again, they're 12th in the country in rushing offense last year, 39th in passing. Josh Heupel runs a balanced offense. So let's go take a look at the numbers. I know a lot of people worried going into year two of the Josh Heupel era. Can he recreate? This is an article from Fan Run Radio. We'll look into Josh Heupel and his numbers. Explosive offense by the numbers. You can see there, Missouri 2016-2017 as the offensive coordinator. The year prior, Missouri finished the season as the second worst offensive team in the country. That is not an exaggeration. They finished 127th of 128 in points per game. We scroll down here and look at the numbers. 2015, prior to Josh Heupel, Missouri scored 13.6 points per game. Enter Josh Heupel, 31.4 points per game. Second year, 37.5 points per game. That offense not only increased, but then they increased again going into year two. A lot of people say, we're going to figure this offense out. SEC coaches are going to figure this offense out, Boogie. Year two, Tennessee doesn't have a shot. Josh Heupel's offense is already on tape in the SEC at Missouri, 2016, 2017. Then he goes down to Central Florida, where he takes over as the head coach. The article here says, at first glance, the glaring stat that comes to mind from Heupel's time at UCF is his win-loss record in 2018, 12-1, followed by 10-3, and then finally by 6-4. That was the big argument when Josh Heupel was hired at Tennessee. Everybody wanted to talk about how he gradually got worse. Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? Coming off of an undefeated season, where are you going to go? He finished 12-1. Then he followed that up with 10-3. 2020 COVID year had a bunch of players opt out. But let's go take a look at his offense while at Central Florida. 2018, averaged 43 points a game. 2019, 43 points a game. 2020, 42.2 points per game. This Josh Heupel offense is proven, and it works, and it's on tape. Everybody's seen it. What I love about Josh Heupel, this man is confident, he's comfortable in his own skin, and he doesn't care what other people have to say about him. And the thing about his offense is, and watching interviews with him, going back to his time at Missouri, even going back to his time at Oklahoma, he talks about taking things from different coaches, from different schemes, putting them all together, constantly adapting. That's the key. Josh Heupel is constantly adapting. I'm excited to see what this offense looks like in year two, because I think we're going to see some changes. Are you going to get Hendon Hooker involved a little bit more in the run game? Yeah, he ran a lot last year, but a lot of it was running to try to save his life. This offensive line has to be better in pass protection. Is it a gimmick offense? Is it easy to break down? If it's easy to break down, why was it successful at Missouri? Why was it successful at Central Florida? Why was it successful in year one at Tennessee? Not just successful, but again, you're talking about a team that between 2017, 2020, outside of the top 100 in yards per game. And then look at everybody that transferred out. Everybody transferred out. You take Cedric Tillman, a kid that had 8 catches the 3 years prior, turn him into a 1,000-yard receiver. Put VAWLS Jones into the league. Javonte Payton ends up on an NFL roster. What Josh Heupel did with this offense in year 1 was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Can he do it again in year 2? Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What coach said that this Tennessee offense was easy to break down? Do you think it's a gimmick, or do you think it gives you an advantage? Hit the comment section. Give me your thoughts. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Thanks to all the new members of the channel. If you're trying to figure out how to join the channel, you can do that for as little as 99 cents a month, or you can go up to $10 a month. You get access to custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis that you can put in the comments. You can put in the live chat. You also get access to fan call-in shows, and you're just supporting what we are trying to do with this channel. We want to bring you more content, but we appreciate the support. If you can't afford it, that's great. Just show up, listen, give me your comments, and smash that thumbs up. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.